Zuffa Boxing, they're moving on some madness right now. So, after Conor Benn's emphatic win, he ended up getting himself a deal with Zuffa Boxing, completely cutting ties with Eddie Hearn at this point. No love lost, I guess. It's really surprising though the way that whole relationship with him and Eddie Hearn went. It's kind of weird, man. Seems like a shame, really. I think Eddie Hearn did a lot for him. Honestly, he went through his whole campaign of being not a drug cheat, and he had Eddie Hearn with him the whole way through, backing him, even though he was never acquitted of it, and there was no proof that he didn't cheat. But Eddie Hearn was always sticking by him, when you would see other promoters. Definitely if it was in Zuffa Promotions, he wouldn't be getting back that much. So I don't know if that was the smartest thing to do by letting go of Eddie Hearn like that, especially cutting ties in such a manner. I don't think that was good. And he might end up coming to regret that in the future. So yeah, one path has been cut off and another one's been opened up. Basically, Zuffa Promotions has given him a multi-fight deal, and he signed it. So I guess you could say Conor Benn is winning. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Let's see who they give him. It looks like good news for Jai Opetaia then. Maybe this was his plan all along. Shout out to this comment that I got. Yeah. As I was saying, shout out to this comment that I got in my last video. Appreciate that. And it is interesting actually when you think of it in that way. It says,
doesn't this halfway not understand that Jay and company have exhausted all avenues in terms of trying to unify his division? But it's clear that he's moved in the Zuffa direction so as to lure his oppositions across from 10 sanctioned belts in order for him to attain the unification of his division and glory.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe, getting them to move away from their sanctioned belts might actually make the fights easier. And we can already see it with the fact that Chris Billam-Smith has moved to Zuffa Boxing, and he's interested in the Jai Opetaia fight. And it seems like him moving to Zuffa, it will be made easier. He made it seem like it will be easier by him moving to Zuffa Boxing to make that fight with Jai Opetaia. So yeah, maybe you're onto something, mate. Shout out to the Todd63 for that comment. I agree with that. I think that might be spot on. So yes, now as we can see, Zuffa Boxing look like they're moving in a good direction for boxing. They're getting themselves a decent stable now. They're racking up decent fighters one by one, and before we know it, they might actually become something in boxing. First, if we remember, first they started with winning bid wars for certain fights. Now they're picking up fighters on single deals, moving them to multi-fight deals, and now we're getting someone like Jai Opetaia on the scene, and it seems like his contenders are willing to move to Zuffa to be able to fight him. And that's a win-win for Zuffa, in my opinion, considering maybe the other sanctions might have been the issue. So yeah, this is a very interesting set of events that has moved for Zuffa Boxing, and it's an interesting one. I am excited that Billam-Smith decided to go there, and he wants to fight Jai Opetaia. And we know how Jai Opetaia is. He's pretty much been always willing to take on any fighter. So I'm sure he won't refuse this offer. And now that they're part of the same promotion, Dana White doesn't have to do much to convince them. They're ready to go. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the date, really. So there you have it, guys. Zuffa Boxing, they're moving in the right ways right now, and it looks like they might have a foothold on the boxing scene. Slowly but surely, it looks like they're gonna start creeping up. Those other promoters are gonna have to look behind them very cautiously to make sure that they don't get stepped over. But I gotta say, he can't do that UFC model. I just hope he distinguishes boxing from the MMA scene, because you can't be doing what you did in the UFC and do it with the boxing. So if he's doing it for the better of boxing, and I know that in the Zuffa Promotions there is also Turki Al-Sheikh, who is a big boxing fan, and he only cares for the big fight. So I hope with that saying, he will make sure to do right by boxing and keep Dana White on the straight and narrow. So yes, that's all I got for this video, guys. It's just a shorter one. Just to basically discuss what's been happening with Zuffa and the fact that Jai Opetaia has it looks like Jai Opetaia might finally clean up the cruiserweight division, one fighter at a time. Hopefully they're all jumping ship to Zuffa one by one. in the near future. Yeah, comment in the comment section below what you think of these new developments with Zuffa Boxing. And if you think it's good for boxing or bad for boxing. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Like and subscribe. I'm making videos almost daily, guys, so keep in tune and you'll be getting loads and loads and loads of content coming your way. Peace.